right, so we are at the Nigerian Bar Association 2024 Annual General Conference happening right here in Lagos, Nigeria, Tafawa Balewa Square. It's been a long day of decisive discussions happening right here. And of course, so much has been discussed on so many things on the Nigerian legal system and so on and so forth. But right here at the Tafawa Balewa Square, we'll be having a breakout session where legal luminaries in different fields will be having their discussion and talking about so much that Nigerians need to know, especially as it concerns the legal system in Nigeria. Of course, we'll be having lots of people to talk to us through on so many things that have been discussed and so much that is yet to be discussed and all that Nigerians need to know on this and more. This is Enterprise Television. Of course, we'll be bringing you more than enough that you truly do deserve to hear.
Private legal practitioners under the umbrella of Nigerian Bar Association and other legal aid service providers referred to earlier offer free legal aid service to those who are in need, not necessarily the poor and the indigent in their quest for justice. There is also a micro difference between the two. Now, the legal framework of both pro bono and legal aid service. The philosophy behind legal aid is that fair trial and justice should not depend on how much money a person has or the level of his connection. Equal access to the rule of law for the rich and poor alike is essential to the maintenance of the rule of law.
The theme for this year's conference actually taken from the writings of Apostle Paul in the Holy Writ, where he said that he's pressing forward to higher glory, in the course of his ministration. So the Nigerian Bar Association just localized that phrase, and say that it is a time for this country, for this space, for Nigeria to press forward to, clinch victory despite all the shortcomings and the failings of government at all levels, and successive governments should, as a matter of fact, especially the government on ground, should aspire to enable the country break forth to the place of glory and prosperity.
I would also like to talk about funding, right? If you look at the ecosystem in tech, one of the things that kind of discourage lawyers of being very forefront, to be at the forefront of creating solutions, is the lack of, or the supposed lack of funding within the legal technology space and within the technology space for law. I intentionally said those two things. Legal technology is different from the technology space for lawyers. Now, what happens naturally? You find out that in most of the grants or most of the hackathons that exist, they are focusing on STEM. So what I believe is that lawyers are the easiest targets for the breach of cybersecurity.
The former Minister of Finance, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, said it all yesterday, that Nigeria should renew the social contract with the people. That means that there's a belief that a government must provide for the security and property of the citizens, the lives and security of the citizens. And from what she said, the government is not doing that. So the social contract is broken. Because if you are a government and you cannot protect your people, then you are not worth being there. Number two, she emphasized the issue of free and fair election, so that the masses will know that, yes, we have voted for this person, and he should do things for us. She also spoke about independent judiciary, where we are involved. That judgment should be based on the law, not on money.
At the inaugural session yesterday, the keynote speaker, Professor Okonjo-Iweala, emphasized on the need for us as nation builders, as stakeholders in the country, lawyers, to forge a way forward for the country, for us to re-examine our social contract with the government, and for us to hold the government accountable towards delivering on its deliverables to the nation?
No, the organization is doing its best, but the political class is not really allowing them play their roles. The legal profession has been in the forefront of protection of human rights and advocacy for good governance. But the truth is that the political class is not encouraging the legal profession. They want to really decimate the judiciary, decimate the bar, and then do whatever they want. But thank God for the leadership of the bar, especially the outgoing president. He has done a good job, and I'm very confident that the incoming president, Mazda, will going to continue from there.
Afame is a very young man, and I know he's going to, write his name in gold. He's one of my, in fact, I was among those who supported him at Abakaliki, and we gave him overwhelming vote. So I believe if he uses his young age to do the job very well, because he has more years to live.
One thing I know about Afamo Sigwe is that he's someone who has been at the bar for a long time. He's a barman. He has been general secretary and he has held other positions. Last year was the chairman of the conference organizing committee. Okay, so it's one that has seen the administration in and out. I would not expect less from him. He's far better experience in the bar than the outgoing president. The outgoing president was not necessarily a barman as such. He was fortunate, he clinched it. But Afamo Sigwe is a grassroots barman. He was the chairman of the Abuja branch. He had held many positions, and I believe he knows what to do. He knows how to organize. So he should be able to put up a better performance than what we have now. So that by the time we are coming back at the next NBA conference next year, and 2 years from now, when we'll be handing over to another person, we should see the face of a better bar.
All right, still after the 2024 Annual General Conference of the Nigerian Bar Association breakout session, where we had also discussions from legal luminaries who talked about AI in the judiciary, equally talked about pro bono in the judiciary, and also there were needs, for lawyers, to compete with their global competitors around the world. Issues on lawyers seeing need to learn new languages like Portuguese, Spanish, and French were very necessary as part of the things that were discussed today at the breakout sessions. I must say that this year's annual general conference of the Nigerian Bar Association is an awesome one, as put together by those in administration. But let's see how next year will look like. Remember, it is very important that the judiciary, as a part of the system, are very important to ensure that there is sustainability in our nation called Nigeria. I'm Henry Igwebike, and this is Enterprise Television from the Nigerian Bar Association 2024 Annual General Conference. Thank you.